Hi there, and welcome to this presentation on the nature of horses. Horses are, in my opinion, one of the most magnificent animals on the planet. So graceful, elegant, spirited, and strong, and yet, sometimes due to their size and behaviour, they are often misunderstood. If we are wanting to communicate, teach, and connect with horses, it makes sense that understanding them is very important. I'm not talking about the basic and obvious ears back shows aggression. I'm talking about reading them and understanding them, as we do with people from their words. It is unreasonable to ask the horse to understand our language. Horses have a language all of their own, different to any other animal. They are quiet so as not to draw attention to themselves and to get eaten. When they are sick or injured, they will mask their pain again so they will not be seen as weak and become a target. Horses are full flight species. Their primary survival instinct is to run. They are a prey animal, and as such, they need to run fast to escape being eaten. Unlike cattle and goats who have horns as their defense, the horse must run. Horses are similar to rabbits or deer, where it is important to be free to move. Horses are herd animals. In the wild, they are never alone. This is true of most domestic animals, but horses rely strongly on the combined senses of all individuals of the herd for their safety and defense. A solitary horse is a frightened and unhappy horse. They need company. This is important for us to understand, and it's also the reason they can bond so strongly to humans. Horses have a dominance hierarchy. What does this mean? Animals that live in groups, as wild horses do, have an order of leadership. Some individuals are natural leaders, and others are natural followers. This hierarchy is a way of keeping safe and surviving. It is true of all species that live in groups, but only in the horse is this dominance hierarchy established by way of controlling movement. The lead horse in the wild is usually an older mare, also known as the alpha. The selection of alpha has nothing to do with strength. It has everything to do with control of movement. Whoever controls the direction or speed of another horse is dominant over that horse. This is important to know. This is often pretty subtle, often done by laying back the ears and making an aggressive gesture towards another horse. And the other horse will back off only a step or two, lick its lips, drop its head, and show its submission. We can see a lot of these dominance games less subtly in these ponies. Horses are the fastest learners of all domestic animals. Why? Because the slow learners didn't survive. An animal that depends on flight must be a fast learner. They also have the best memory of any domestic animal, and in fact, all the animal kingdom. Their reaction time is also the fastest of all domestic animals. A grazing animal such as a cow, when lifts its head and sees a lion, it simply uses its horns as a defense. However, a horse needs to hear and see as fast as possible to enable enough time to turn and run. This is one of the reasons why we use horses to herd cattle. Horses are the most perceptive of all animals. Their senses are extremely acute and essential to detect danger. They have superior hearing, vision, smell, and touch. Their awareness of their environment, changes, strange objects, small spaces, and loud noises can be very high, causing them to do dangerous things like run through fences, pull back, push into pressure, and hurt themselves. We sometimes attribute this behaviour to stupidity, but this is nature's wisdom. This wisdom has served the horse to stay alive for 56 million years. We have very different senses and often a lack of awareness. As much as horses are highly perceptive to consider danger and changes to their environment, they are also the easiest animals to desensitize. They can be conditioned to accept stimuli that would ordinarily frighten them, if you know how. This seems contrary that such a flighty animal with heightened senses and awareness, maximum speed and reaction would be the easiest animals to domesticate. However, sometimes through the process of domestication or training, we see wild defensive behaviours being shown by horses and developing into unnatural coping behaviours that can be dangerous for both horses and humans. But through helping horses with horrific pasts, I have learned that they are also the most forgiving animals. When we understand more how horses learn and think, and we learn their language, we can apply this knowledge in a way that has them trust us. This increases their confidence in their environment and in the tasks we would like them to do. We can then begin to have fun with our horses. Regardless of what we wish to do with our horses, the discipline or end goal, our wildest dreams, When we develop an understanding and partnership with them, it's then not only possible to achieve all these things, we gain enormous harmony with these amazing creatures, where they are just as willing and motivated as us to participate. Thank you for your attention, and I'll see you in the next video.